Hey guys, Mr. 3D Hero here, and in today's video for my Loadout series, I'm going to be focusing on a particularly well-known and usable class used in the Destiny universe. So sit back, relax, and I do hope you enjoy the rest of the video. So the name of the Loadout is called the Hunter. As simple as that, basically just the Hunter. You can give it more names if you want to, but I'm going to stick with the name just Hunter. And I'm going to try to bring some of the things from Destiny for the Hunter into TitanFall 2, make it a bit more futuristic, add a bit of a different flair to it, and particularly I'm going to mix and mashing all the particular classes and knowledge as much as I know from Destiny and put into TitanFall 2 and create a kind of a ultimate subclass for the game. So let's go straight into Loadout. So the class we're using is Phase Shift. Now Phase Shift allows us to get in and out of danger as quickly as possible, and allows us to either get out of situations where either die, or allow us to get out of danger or get out of a situation, and basically allow us to rethink our plan. Now you do have to remember that you can only use it a few times, particularly 2 times, but if you do add a power cell to your kit, you'll be allowed to use it at a much quicker rate. But you have to remember that you can't use your Phase Shift on and off all the time. You only use it in situations where you think you may be outgunned or you think you may get killed. So use it only when you need it. Our boost now is going to be Amp Weapon. Now Amp Weapon is going to allow us to increase our damage value for our primary and secondary weapon. This is going to play a major effect for a particularly secondary weapon that we're using, as in Destiny, those who have played the Hunter's main class, the Hunter is allowed to summon a golden gun, and this golden gun allows you to one-shot enemies within a few times and within a short amount of time. So in this case here, we're going to be applying that kind of boost to our secondary weapon that I'll be heading straight into in just a few seconds. Now our primary weapon is going to be the Eva 8, the shotgun basically, and this is kind of like a joke in a way that I'm going to play it off as a common meta weapon that's used in Destiny. So for those that haven't played Destiny in a while, or for those that don't know, in PvP, Destiny PvP is a plague for shotguns, as shotguns have been nerfed left, right and center because of how too effective they are. So in this case here, I'm going to be bringing that kind of common meta into Destiny. I'm going to play it off to make it even more broken in a sense. But in this case here, it shouldn't be that broken, considering that we have to kind of get up close and personal compared to the shotguns in Destiny that are kind of, more broken OP. In this case here with a weapon, we're only going to be kind of broken OP if all shots land and if we're in close to dangerous situations. A secondary weapon now is going to be the Wingman Elite, and the Wingman Elite is kind of like your mini hand cannon, or so I say your mini sniper rifle. But like I said, from Destiny, most players will be running with the hand cannon and the shotgun, as it allows them to be effective in close range, medium range, and at longer ranges as well. In this case here, we'll be using the Wingman Elite to help us with taking out targets from close, medium and short ranges. Particularly we'll be trying to focus at medium to long ranges, and it's quite deadly as well. This is probably one of the first times me using it actually in the gameplay, so you'll see how effective it is. I believe it's around 2 shots from a close to medium range fight. So 1 to the body and 1 to the head, or 2 to the body, and particularly it will just end up killing them straight away. But like I previously said, with the Amp Weapon now, the Amp Weapon is going to apply to the Wingman Elite, and it's going to make it so that in close range situations, it's going to make our Wingman Elite from a 2-shot to a 1-shot, but only in close range situations. So in kind of many ways, you're kind of playing your role already. You get your Amp Weapon ready, you apply it, it goes to your Wingman Elite, you switch to that weapon, and then you start going on a killing spree using the Wingman Elite. But just remember, it's only in close range situations that it becomes a 1-shot. Anything longer than a medium to longer distances, it won't become a 1-shot insta-kill. Well, depending if you land a headshot in medium range situations. At longer ranges, it's going to be a 2-shot or 3-shot. Now, we're going to be using No Titan as I kind of want to hit the feeling of Destiny. So kind of like we're trying to keep to the environment and layout to how the Hunter class is properly used. But we're going to go with some other things, such as we'll be using our pilot kit is going to be the fast regeneration, so faster health. That's quite commonly seen and used in Destiny. And then our pilot kit for our secondary is going to be the kill report, so basically allow us to know who has died, where to, and what we should do in that situation. Also commonly seen in Destiny. So most of these things that you see are kind of commonly used or commonly related in Destiny. Now, all that we're going to be using is the electric smoke. The electric smoke allows us to cover a particular area and kill multiple enemies within that vicinity. So whether it's AI or pilots in a camping building or on a hard point, you throw your electric smoke and then basically allow you to cover your tracks. It basically allows you to get into a situation as well that you think that enemies be camping into if you use your phase shift appropriately, and it basically allows you to take out big groups of players within a short amount of time. But you also have to remember that the electric smoke isn't that effective. It damages them, but it doesn't outright kill them. That's where you, the player, comes in with your phase shift. You go in there and then you clear them up using either your Wingman Elite or use your EVA 8 shotgun. So when it comes on the gameplay wise, you want to be using particularly the EVA 8 as much as possible. What you want to be doing is trying to get as close as possible with the weapon and just going ham on everybody within your vicinity. So ideally, you want to be playing on smaller maps, such as Complex, Crash Site, or Eden. Try and stick to areas that are high usage or where players are going to be gathering the most round. If you're going to be playing on attrition, try and be aware that you can take out the AI as much as you want, but be aware that halfway through you will be attacked by Titans. So you may want to kind of change up your build or change up your loadout to accommodate yourself and help you with fighting against them. Ideally, I recommend that you play pilot versus pilot, as it allows you to just go up against other players and allows you the more freedom of a kind of a traditional PvP, most common in the Destiny PvP universe. So what you want to be doing also with your loadout is that you want to try to flank as much as possible. Yes, you want to stick with your teammates, but ideally you want to be helping your teammates by pushing up. Try your best at flanking as much as possible with the weapon. And with your loadout and such, you have quite a good arsenal. And although it does require you to actually learn about it more, and you have to actually practice with this, as EVA 8 is good, but it's only good in medium to close range situations, and it won't be an insta kill unless you're in a really close situation. And the Wingman Elite is good for medium to close and to long situations, but it also requires you to actually aim, since it's projectile based. You have to learn how to properly use these two weapons in conjunction to each other to be effective. Now in this gameplay here, you'll be seeing me playing on Crash Site, and I play the loadout quite effectively. Maybe it's because the people I'm up against are even new, or maybe because people I'm up against don't know how to kind of be aggressive, as they have more the advantage on their side. But I recommend that if you're going to be playing this type of map, try and flank first as much as possible. Get behind them and use your EVA 8. Your EVA 8, if you have extended mag, will be as deadly as possible. It will allow you to clear up huge amount of enemies within a short amount of time. If you want to then also afterwards use the Wingman Elite. The Wingman Elite will allow you to take out enemies from medium to long range situations. If you hit the chest 2 times, it'll be a kill. Or if you can always finish them off by using a shot to the chest and then one to the head at medium ranges, it will be a definite kill. Once you get your weapons amped, for example, using your Wingman Elite will allow you to do one-shots to players in close situations, sometimes medium situations depending, like I said. But in some situations, clips that you see me here, sometimes I'm actually finishing people off in 1 shot or 2 shots. I believe that I did get someone just hip firing with Wingman Elite, something that is not particularly well known and usable in, but it's possible. And I believe that there was a Devotion user camping in this certain area that spotted me. I switched to my Wingman Elite and I believe I headshotted him and it became a 1-shot. So the only problem with that situation there, when I was thinking about it, is that he wasn't weak. So whether the weapon is just an instant kill on headshots or whether that person was weak, I don't particularly know. But as you can see, if you try to master the EVA 8 and the Wingman Elite in conjunction with each other, like I mentioned before, you're gonna have a great time. Now you also got to remember that you've got to use your phase shift as aggressively as possible. Remember, don't worry, because in close range situations you'll be reigning in kills. So be as aggressive as possible with the loadout. Get in close to the enemy's main spawn area. Use your EVA 8 to clear up enemies. Use your phase shift to either get the capture onto them or to basically sneak up behind them. This main loadout is designed for you to be as aggressive but as tactical and smart as possible with it. Because in many situations in this gameplay here, you see me that although I do good and I get a good amount of kills and double kills and triple kills and such, there are situations where I kind of panic. I sit there or I stand there debating how I want to attack, how I want to push up and such. And because of that, instead of me actually using my class effectively or using my loadout particularly or effectively, I end up getting killed, and that becomes a problem as you're kind of feeding them points if that's the case. But in general, for this type of loadout here, I do recommend that you kind of play around with it. Use everything you got. Like I said, use your ordnance smoke grenade if you want to as well, to kind of shut down smoke, to particularly shut down the area that you think enemies may be camping in. But it also allows you to also escape, and then use your phase shift and then try to get the catch onto them. What you want to basically do, like I said, is to use your primary and your secondary weapon as much as possible. You want to be amped with your weapons and use your Wingman Elite as your golden gun to finish off opponents from long distances or short distances. And then you also want to go off and then use your class, your phase shift, to avoid encounters or to dodge encounters that will be either too deathly for you. Then use your, I say, your ordnance as well, for example, to cover your tracks, just to kind of like, you know, help you with recovering and then going in for another kill. So that's the end of the video. I do hope you enjoyed it. If you did, then leave a like for more. If you didn't, then leave a dislike, stating why in the comment section. Also in the comment section, make sure that you mention to me what type of loadout that you would like me to particularly do, as I'll be doing some more in the nearby future. Also, subscribe for more if you did like the video, and share the video as well if you think that other people may enjoy this loadout or may enjoy this series. So thank you for watching, and I do hope to see you again soon.